Danganronpa. Danganronpa. Yay, working.
Danganronpa.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
Fatal wound wasn't the sphere. You don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, you need to find out what it is no matter what. Wow, we're at the boss music already.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
If it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
If it's something that can't be seen, maybe he choked himself or liquefied his guts.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
Let us consider a
It's not the knife in his... It's not the other wound. With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way.
Was the cause of death something...
I agree with that. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears!
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
He inhaled it.
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Oh. This is on the fire grenades. Oh my god. Whoa! I'm gonna run out of time.
It's all coming together! What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
We need some vaporized, yep.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
Breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
No, it's not the fire.
Crap!
Smoke. No? That's the water then.
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Okay.
Of course! Hydrolysis! Jesus! The chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
What? There's still more?
Not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. He committed suicide just so he could kill every last one of us. Is that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? It can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
It was the fire grenades.
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
The meat on the bone.
I see! Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
You can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Plastic.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
That's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right! You're totally right! That's totally it!
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected
Everyone's
twists.
acting suspicious. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. So I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
Sonia was the one who wanted the fire grenades.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The Nagito about the poison shows I can use as a container was.
I got it!
Huh?
The fire grenades! Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible! Miss Sonia just said so right now!
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
I can prove it with this! Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping it.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died,
Oh
right?
god, what if he didn't commit suicide and he's just trying to freak everyone out? And someone took advantage of the situation and tried to poison him.
So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide! Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison?
Right, when you threw
When
it.
I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
I see! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
I see! It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
I see! That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
I see! Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
Still makes him the mastermind.
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces! For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we could make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. Monokuma doesn't know. His trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so chill. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
This means the trial's over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. We'll have to do it. If it is a despair.
I got it. Let's do this then. here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan, Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up, he also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poisoned grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
It's gonna be fine. Pretty sure everything will work out in the end. If there's no one hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. Not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
I see!
Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
Guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
Same thing when the first killing happened, yeah. Pinned on his luck and he's able to get cleaning duty. Yes, we know this.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought... it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Huh?
He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
No, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
The target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student, and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
I see!
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work just any student handbook. If you wanted to sign that bomb, you had to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
I'm gonna say at the beginning. We got the traitor. I believe what Nagito said, he would reach the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long is really because we didn't believe in him.
But if he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
Ron is like A for a target, but didn't even know who he was aiming for. This is way too unbelievable to have actually happened, but...
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
It's not me, is it? No. And it's Chiaki. I don't... That's impossible.
It's... you? Chiaki, you were the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Ah, you totally guessed right.
No.
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Why? This doesn't mean this nonsense is why. Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie!
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity. So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that?
She remembers.
Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost. Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but... as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why... the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all! 'Cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Proving it here is the only way. This is the notebook.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. Burst open and mix. I can't lose. I won't let you. Burst open and mix. I'll lower your grades. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. Chiaki and I aren't best friends.
This is the end! When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with a new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook!
Day 1, Isabella talked to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya as the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Monami's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
Yeah, the truth is, I might have already known that I would have found this notebook when it turned out so the truth it contained. And I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions? and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because Chiaki has only stopped me from entering the dead room.
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know. In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Day 16, we've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicked because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room, but the only one who knew that.
Left at the game here, I'll be able to go to the octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did finally get it. Finally figure out where the exit is. Get out of this, I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there, you won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
Sudi fighting over something like this. The note expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took a handbook out of her pocket. Huh? Hesitating to cite the card reader. Bzz. Looks like I was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
Of course not.
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe that.
But then nobody will be saved.
Chiaki is not the traitor!
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not! The only person who knew it was a fake was... me, when I tried to detonate it!
Unless you know a whole lot about bombs, there's no way you know if it's fake just by looking at it.
Chiaki is not the...
When we were trying to turn... Didn't Chiaki use the card...
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki... if that bomb was fake or not! The only person who knew it was a fake was... me, when I tried to...
That's not it. That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that! Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor! Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake. Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake. Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told that it was so. Monami and Chiaki were working together. There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this Monokuma, that it was fake beforehand. If so, you could not declare that. Monami and Chiaki were working together. There was someone other than me and Monami. Who knew that bomb was fake? That someone is Monokuma! Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand. Crap! There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma! Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island.
Oh, okay.
Crap! There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma! Monokuma said so earlier, he knows everything about this island. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
Crap!
No, he didn't tell anyone.
There was
Okay,
someone
that's what I
other
need to
than me
say.
and Monami who knew that bomb was fake. That someone is Monokuma. Monokuma said so earlier. He knows everything about this. Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
And where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm going to give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. Tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was going to happen. So I'm just now telling you for the first time, if you feel relieved.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying!
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know. I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel!
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this. But still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
Does she have it rigged?
Damn it!
Does she have the execution rigged?
Why did it end up like this?
She's got to have the execution rigged. That's the parallel to the first game. The execution's got to be rigged. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness. Loneliness. Sadness. But most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But, even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking, and believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead.
Even so.
Man, I'm pooped. Let's go ahead and announce the result. Traitor for the Future Foundation and Nagato Kameda's killer is Chiaki Nanami.
Damn it!
I'm serious, that was correct. The fact that Chiaki was a traitor, the fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck, everything was true.
Damn it.
Plus that means that bastard managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid, we're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? An agent of the organization that brought us to the island? Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
What?
That is...
Cannot believe it, even though I do not want to believe it. There's no choice but to believe, right?
sorry.
Would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause
Can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray.
well,
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I'll never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? Then you did something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You're right.
Why?
That's not the time to be laughing.
well,
But strangely enough, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. Still to think I wanted to protect everyone. So I feel proud of my actions. I'm still saying things that I don't get, but if we ask you anything, you're not just gonna answer, right? Like if we ask you why you're in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry.
That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you'll always be our friend, even now. You don't blame me for this, that's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor was revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went according to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that. Was that really Nagito's goal? Is it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, isn't it strange? Strange.
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said anything, we definitely would have lost. You've raised a good point, that's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he would weed out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed.
Congratulations, you successfully stopped Nagito's plan. And Nagito's plan was to reveal the traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor. Kill everyone else besides the traider.
Are
That was
you
Nagito's goal.
serious?
Huh?
Why would he do something like that? Of all to form a plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that bastard really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well,
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, he probably would have taken things so far. Is she a robot?
Chiaki!
You really are a kind-hearted person. You think so? I wonder where you got your personality from. Oh my god!
perhaps.
Maybe our dad and our big brother, don't you think?
Hey.
Don't go talking about your family all of a sudden. That's
now.
totally ripping off Teru.
I can't lose!
I cannot lose to Chiaki. It's like Chiaki and everyone else. If I know it's a fight I cannot win.
Hi-ya!
I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
Retaliate?
I will no longer let you do as you please.
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
She's self-destructed.
What'd you say?
What is this? What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, die?
No,
I'm
no!
not dead. A new one fucking came out.
Phew.
And that surprised me. If only I didn't have a spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Hey, wait.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry, I lose! Forgive me!
Hey, hey!
Not yet. Seriously, stop it. If you don't stop right now, it's all going to be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
Of course, and do it so you'll all be destroyed. I'll be the one to protect my students.
I won't let you.
I will protect them with my life. Come on, Emilio.
Hey, hey!
Now then, how many of you are still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh!
How many?
How
Not that much.
exciting.
Just around 10 to the 60th power. Huh? What did you say?
What?
1 million? 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead to the 52nd, 10 to the 56th, and then 10 to the 60th. It's 10 to the 60th power.
Hey, hey!
All this just still joking around. You sure have quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying anymore? Didn't you see that scene? We're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created in the Monokuma manufacturing facility.
That's
Oh,
wrong!
those are just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
I'm just bluffing. Monami, finish them off.
Hey,
Even if it's just a plushie, as long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What did you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
Have you already obtained that much power?
Hey, hey, hey!
Hold on, if you bring up magic so suddenly, we're gonna be so confused. Unless you mean magic in a technological sense, you won't understand this at all.
Hey, hey!
What's going on? Don't tell me they're not gonna call this magic or something. I don't care how you interpret it.
In the end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
How many Monomus are left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th? You don't have to say anything, I know. Let's see, you have just 10 more left, right? No, everything. I'm the conqueror of the new world.
I can't lose.
I won't give up, even if I have no chance of winning,
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them. But
Right?
is that why Chiaki has the same birthday as Chihiro?
Damn it.
What the hell's going on? I do not know for certain, but the only thing I can say is
Please listen!
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides the Future Foundation?
this is bad.
We're in this situation because we're caught up in a dispute between these two organizations. Okay, that's it. Let's just leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time's gonna start. Well, hold on, just a little more time. To wait or not to wait, that is the question. But which will cause more despair? That's the real question. If you think about it, you'd know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't.
I'm sorry.
Regardless, there's nothing else I can say. Not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that I...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Chiaki Nanami, the ultimate gamer.
Special bleeding
Monami, too.
service!
Huh?
Why even Monami? Is this a 2-for-1 special? I could have killed that thing anytime I wanted since she's not a student. Also, I didn't need anybody that will defy me anymore.
Uh-huh.
Also, I remember now. I'm an only child.
Sorry.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway, and not just that. I've decided to believe in everyone.
You guys, I'm sorry about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time, let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of. 'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Come on. Come on, yes, 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 yes. Damn. That was unexpected. Damn it. Until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments, without realizing that I had fallen to my knees. Feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. I couldn't even tell her thank you. If I had said that, would she have been comforted a little? As she was executed as the traitor, would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt.
I don't believe it!
Good gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of point man during the class trials, as is Nagito too.
What?
Not only was she the traitor, she was Nagito's killer too.
Phew!
Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where you'll need to rely on them.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean... Now that the annoying rabbit is gone as well. All the obstacles that have been keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Hey!
Are you serious? We can really leave this island.
I shall now present!
Congratulations. With this, I shall announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who survived up till now, I shall give you the right to graduate. Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There's still 2 days left. If you were acting like your usual self, you would be setting things up so another killing bee happens right away. You're right. Stop it. What are you saying? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said you 5, like you're emphasizing that part. Does the number of people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even if there are still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters that there are 5 people left? Are you planning to make a volleyball team? You need 6 people for volleyball. Don't stay quiet. Say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and an enemy of the Future Foundation, so what's your true identity?
Hey!
The Future Foundation is the world ender. And I'll end the new world that the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
No,
We'll just have to look
no!
forward to the rest after the countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's laid plan will be nothing but toilet bubbles.
Hey!
When that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. Then you guys will find out for yourselves just how messed up this new world is.
Hey, hey.
New world. Don't go saying you shit all of a sudden.
Yep.
I'm just thinking the remaining 2 days until the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Monokuma's boisterous laughter carried on for what felt like forever. Our questions, our worries, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened up till now. I didn't think about what was going to happen. I just kept praying that nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep into my sheets as if I were trying to hide. Doing so is somehow trying to endure the long day. And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long when you spend it praying that nothing happens. Which reminds me, I haven't heard Monokuma's announcement. Guess it isn't needed anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything, anyway? How far, how much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Foundation, Hope's Peak Academy, Monokuma's true purpose. Can we really end this and turn our back on all that? Not just that, if we're really leaving, then where are we going? To Hope Seek Academy. That was my last night at Jabberwock Island. At a place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. I feel like I had a fun dream somehow. I think it was about my childhood. Because of that, I was able to face the day with a somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right, it's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear that I'd never felt before. I feel like I had been abandoned in this world. Completely, utterly alone. With nobody left on this island. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia. Like everyone was gone and I couldn't find them anywhere. I suddenly couldn't believe in anything, like everything in this world was nothing but lies. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the cottage, desperate to escape that fear. I rushed out of the... Alright. Holy shit. When I left the cottage, I randomly ran into her.
Hello there.
Hajime, good timing. Good timing, what do you mean?
See?
Remember Nagito's video message that we found at the factory? Yeah, when we were dealing with the bomb ruckus, what about it?
Well?
Apparently there was more to that message inside that laptop. Huh?
Yep.
We weren't able to see it until a day or so had passed. Apparently it's locked by a timer. Did he set it up so we wouldn't be able to watch it until after the class trial? Why would he do that?
Perhaps.
Did Nagito plan to leave this as a will? Nagito's will. Where is it right now? We're just planning to meet at the restaurant and watch it together. Got it at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Hey, you're late. Is it true? Nagito really left another message. Kneel before Miss Sonia and thank her. She was the one who found it. I was gonna for a walk with Gundam's hamster, and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well.
A coincidence, you say? Wrong. That is the will of causality guiding you.
Huh?
Why would Miss Sonia be going for a walk with Gundam? I never allowed that.
Damn right.
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right.
I wonder who's watching this message.
This is the trader from the Future Foundation. So congratulations. Looks like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way you hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagito's trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it, it was just as Monokuma said. So he really set up the traitor as the killer and he even tried to make them survive the trial. Why would he do that? Enough with your useless talk, it appears there's still more. If everyone but the traitor is watching this video.
How unfortunate.
Unfortunately, I guess I lost. That outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter for a dropout like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. The special prize in the final deadline allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. Anyway, I was totally surprised, I mean... The Future Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. So I was able to learn the truth about this world and resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to become a protagonist myself. Check the web for details. But now that I know that truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island's mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. And only so he can only lead you to unimaginable despair. Plus, Monokuma's trying to show your despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... Oars. Oh my god. Is he showing us someone playing a game? Choose a hopeless truth. Who's Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Now then.
But that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go to. The key to enter that place is that message you found at Nezumi Castle.
Well,
Normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place. But since that message gets rid of those steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It's probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monomi. But that has nothing to do with me. Are you guys... What the fuck? I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now is the time. Nice on your answer, right? So I'll announce the password. One 1037. That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You gotta use that to enter that specific place. It's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I've been talking forever, but that's all for me. I guess my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
please call me the ultimate hope.
This was Nagito's final message. That 11037 number that Nagito said is the password. There's no mistaking it. That's the password to enter that ancient ruin.
Hey.
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the counter reaches 0. You're right, let's go. Now it's not the time to relax. You can hear the ancient ruin on the second island. Okay, so there's nothing hidden. The music's all retro now. Somehow it's quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Is it really safe to go inside? What's gotta be in there?
You are a boy,
So
right?
unreliable to be freaked out like that. You're a man, aren't you? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do
Damn
it!
right. That's our last chance to get inside. I'm starting to feel nauseous from the thrills, the chills, the kills.
Thanks.
Oh, if you're gonna let it out, why not do it in this Tupperware I keep it with me?
Dumbass!
Hey, now's the time to fuck around. It's gonna be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. The hell? Don't treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope that lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order.
What?
What was that? I told her that you only understand piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm gonna kill you.
Hajime.
The password, please. Yeah, I know. 11037, right?
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shining future. Let's open the door of the future. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Then let's move forward. What the fuck?
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go?
Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is... this world? Oh man, it's going full Pony Island up in this bitch. Okay. It would be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular, just when you thought it was a series of small shakes. It would suddenly shake violently, and every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who's loved by talent. Detecting irregularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. Ah, you look like you're having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships. Oh, that's right, that's it. So this is a ship. You just realized that now. Is it really that funny? Hey, if you want, care to talk a little? The silence is starting to bore me. Instantly I saw his true character. Over-familiar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin I could detect a foul offensive odor, like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who are already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagito Komeida. Anyway, lucky me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that... Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? So that's your talent then. What a boring talent. A boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. For someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly. That's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess, huh? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Host Peak Academy too, right? So you're one of us. But that's weird. This is the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? How boring. Oh, sorry, I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge that they're true superiors. They're profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. The world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. Perhaps does that have anything to do with the reason you're here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. What are you planning to do? Now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen, well, using people is a talent too. It is now my turn to use that person, just as they used me in the past. That person. You're talking about the ultimate despair. But how? I mean, they're already... I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. Haha, I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. And will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fiber of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much. Hate? Then explain your hand. Kunko nails. This. The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. But even now, it still hasn't rotted. Maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I've successfully become one with ultimate despair, my sworn enemy. I see as you salvage the body. You really are a boring person. I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemy, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy, because I hate her so much. So I took her power, and for that, I... Wait, huh? Do I hate her? That's strange. Huh? Huh? Oh, look out the window. We're finally here. I'm starting to see it too, right? That's Jabberwock Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. Huh? I already know because I am loved by talent. No matter what happens, it is of no concern to me. I'll not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but... I guess we had to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you're boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? What the fuck? Huh? What is this? It's a door. There's a door. Huh? A door. Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Huh? Isn't this a classroom? And even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. Just like before. We're all gathered in the classroom just before we arrived at Jabberwock Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabberwock Island?
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Huh? You see what I think he just said? Yes, he definitely said it. He said, welcome to Hope Speak Academy. But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? Not just that. What is this graduation exam? Isn't the killing over already? What the fuck? Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school at all. What a creepy place. This doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hoseek Academy. This creepy place is Hoseek Academy that I've admired for so long. It's probably a building that Monokuma made to startle us, just like the funhouse. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? Then I'll go and definitely clear things up. What the fuck? This is the dorm. Oh my god. This is so fucking creepy. Oh my god. Oh, wow. This is fucked up. Oh my god. Oh, Kiara is asleep. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to stop. This is... I don't even know how much more this game is gonna go on, but this is fucking weird. Holy shit. It looks like Matrix theory was correct. Son of a bitch. You know what? Fuck it. Let's keep going. Gymnasium's here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. Something might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower away anymore. So brace yourself and cautiously open the door. Wait a second. Wait a second. So Nagito cut off his arm and replaced it with Junko's arm? Just like Revolver Ocelot lost his arm and replaced it with Liquid Snake's arm? Metal Gear. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of that door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo!
You heard the announcement came here too. You guys did too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place is Hoseek Academy or something.
That is...
That cannot be possible. You're right. Any way you look at it, it's impossible. Or how does it feel to return the long-awaited Hoseek Academy?
Why, you...
Hey, where are we? Where do you lock us up this time?
That's...
What a shock. I just told you guys this is Hoseek Academy.
Of course
There's no way in
not.
hell it's true.
No,
Oh, but it
no.
is. I mean, this is definitely Hoseek Academy. Or what's left of it, anyway. What's left of it?
What?
Didn't I tell you before? Unfortunately, Hoseek Academy failed to ruin.
Lies.
We were serious about that. I don't believe it. But of course it felt ruined. I mean, they're doing things that they deserve to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like
I'm pretty
this.
disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring the Hoseek Academy, you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine,
Well, it's
fine.
not like I did this for you guys. Even if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone.
Don't fuck
Enough
with
of this
me.
bullshit. Just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? Though I'm not certain of my memories, I believe you entered this ancient ruin.
In other
That
words,
means I made the Hoseek Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the ruin. What do you mean between? What do you mean made?
what's this?
Oh my, reminds me of the Grumblies at $8. Oh, very good. It's fine to hurry along for the graduation exam, but some of my motion will provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're trying to make us do something, aren't you?
No
Something you're so
way.
cautious about. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam. And what is the graduation exam?
Hey,
As a headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you
On the
sure
other hand, I'm worried about whether you
this?
guys will be okay on the outside world.
So...
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. Or do you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here? Huh? You're obviously going to get out. There's no way you'd stay here.
That's right.
This is annoying. Just hurry up and let's choose. So let's choose right now.
No, no, no.
We can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
Meaning you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I've dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research at Hope Seed Academy. I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever. Otherwise the main cast is going to hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. And as usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting had changed, even if the killing is finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world? Main cast? Somehow I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Well, he kept insisting that this place is Host Peak Academy. But that's impossible, right?
What are you saying?
How do you make it back to Host Peak Academy for a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Host Peak Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Host Peak Academy. This is the Host Peak Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Why? I was finally able to attend Host Peak Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident in myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. In the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded for your admiration for Hope Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? Ugh. You're just some nobody from the reserve course who had never had a talent to begin with. Nobody who forgot he was a nobody, that's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why'd I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do it!
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means?
Hey!
Just what the heck is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation? Even though Chiaki and Monami are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not World Ender. Then we were really tricked by Monokuma.
However...
The Future Foundation was responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
Damn it.
Even if there are allies, they may not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation, but if she was still alive, she definitely would have helped us. No, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, it's obvious. We're gonna get out of here safely. And you got graduation exam, right?
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
Alright!
We're gonna do it.
Prepare yourself!
Like...
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something, about Host Peak Academy, about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. We can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes. He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Where this place really is, what's happened to Hope Peak Academy, none of that matters. What's important is, we need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that's what we were thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabberwock Island. He should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we gonna do? Can we start already? But what are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird-ass building?
Even so.
I don't think we'll find the answers to all our questions inside this damn building. I'll just go on ahead for now. Hey, you're already going.
Jeez.
What is that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
She obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However...
We'll be fine. There will no longer be any situations where we must exchange each other's lives.
Alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we'd never reach our goal.
Jeez. You're
Kane already
pathetic.
took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. I'll see you guys later. Those brief words, Fuyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
So I'll do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. But please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
Sonia,
Miss Sonia!
please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazushi chased after Sonia, who just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life. The only thing we can do is advance toward that hope. Even though I don't understand it, that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Holy shit.
I knew you could do it.
Case fucking 6. Huh? That's weird. This is the hallway I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but it's clearly different. This is what Kimmy's doing too. He's trying to confuse us again. I don't know where he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not gonna fall for his trap. There's no way this will make me back to him. This hallway, there's a strange feeling to it now. As if an invisible wall has been erected to limit our movement.
I am concerned.
Is it just me? Please not the death classroom. Please not the death classroom. Okay, thank God. Is this a dojo? It's full of strange things that make you think there's no way we're inside a school. That's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope's Peak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious-looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class.
Hey!
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. Then what's the first, you ask? That depends on the person. Because as I thought, Monokuma made this, until we experience how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can just do that. Fine, I'll look at it. I'll look at anything that might be included getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hoseek Academy's history. It is narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hoseek Academy. Hoseek Academy is a government-funded school of privilege where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hoseek Academy's teachers who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hoseek Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for researching talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hoseek Academy has been suffering from declining funding. If this persists, the Academy believes it will not be able to make progress with the research of talent, so they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the main department who scouts their students, the Reserve Department utilizes a general entrance exam. Normal faculty is hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees to the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hoseek Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hoseek Academy is now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hoseek Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hoseek Academy's earnest wish, a true genius who would become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy of Hoseek Academy. Hoseek Academy was crippled by this incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. The ending is so sudden, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy and the tragedy of Hoseek Academy. These names are so melodramatic. There's no way these incidents really happened, right? This manga only mentions the names, so I don't really know the details, but it'll just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. And importantly, it is because of this manga. Reserve Department. That department is only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on!
That's weird. Oh, you're here again. Oh, that thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? You should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that, too. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of the Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you willingly sealed those memories yourself. You wanted to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. You know, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. That happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, but... Are you saying it's my fault I forgot? That's not it.
Come
I think it's
on!
inconvenient. You always get angry and try to brush it off. It's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn it, what the heck? Benjamin Walkers, each of these traditions of the Black Key, Producer Show, nothing looks like a cool. Straw Post. Helmet. This is another manga, sitting atop the desk. This one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hoseek Academy, huh? Wasn't The Tragedy of Hoseek Academy mentioned in that other manga too? Is this why Hoseek Academy went bankrupt and was the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history? If I read this manga, I'll be able to learn a little bit more about that incident. I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages. See what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hoseek Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hoseek Academy occurred at Hoseek Academy. The key player in the event was a student named Izuru Kamukura. Izuru was a genius known as a symbol of hope. Hoseek Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly, Izuru was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Wielding superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izuru as the ultimate hope. Protected for a talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izuru's origins and identity. Is that me? Because of that, most of the students of the Academy were completely unaware of Izuru's existence. But Izuru, who is known as the symbol of hope, is responsible for a horrible incident. Oh! 13 students of Hoseek Academy's student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, brutally murdered by Izuru. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izuru's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage, Junka. The student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, it stoked the fires of Reserve Corps students, who had long been dissatisfied with how they'd been treated. The uprising began, and that heralded Hoseek Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hoseek Academy. Eventually, that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa 0. With a heavy sigh, he closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hoseek Academy. What irony. For a genius and his ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too legal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be so lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. He seriously pisses me off. The ultimate hope. Nagito mentioned that before too. Looks like he needs something completely different here. What Nagito said is the true meaning of hope. For Izuru, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. What could give me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the Reserve Department? That's right, the Reserve Department. Here said that the Reserve Corps students in the Reserve Department began uprising. What about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way. I have no reason to do something like that. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy hosting Academy, but the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? Who's this other student that isn't Israel? A certain student who secretly used the incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. It's like I'm in a freezer or something. If I just stand still, I might end up freezing to death. I hope to investigate so I can get out of here already. Look at manga. Look at how awful and tragic in human history. The next one would obviously be about this incident. It was the most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? So what was that incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. Flip through the pages of the manga and hope that I was right. Story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. The incident was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. It is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque. Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy Hoseki Academy is simply the trigger. At first, the uprising by the reserve corps students that triggered the tragedy Hoseki Academy was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate in dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community is not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. The movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. But as it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. But then it was too late. The ends and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became the only goal. The strong butchered the weak. The weak killed the weakest among them. And soon the weak formed factions brutally murdered the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear. As if the era was regressing to more uncivilized times, when senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realized what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coups d'etats began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion, or personal gain. Just war. Pure war. Because of that, there's no way to resolve it. How can a movement started by high school students progress in such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organization, devoted to a certain student who influenced Hoseki Academy, a group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hoseki Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use it for the sake of mankind's despair. Doug, I think your theory is correct. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful and influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, the despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest when my body felt ice cold. It wasn't because I was freezing in this room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favorite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, it's just yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? Who would enjoy reading something like this? Oh no, you don't like manga. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but you not remember that such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault, though, thanks to them stealing their score memories. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your awareness. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it. There's no way that's possible.
What are you
How many times did I tell you?
saying?
All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand. I'm rooting for you. you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. That's what to help you guys so you can live just as lives in the outside world. See, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. As the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. I'm really happy you're finally going to graduate. On the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. If you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here. He's trying to make us feel despair toward the outside world, so we're going to stay on the island. There's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with him. Just like one. Perhaps Neil is definitely in. Whether or not this incident really happened, one in the world is the ultimate despair group. They're devoted to a certain student who guided Hope Seek Academy to its destruction. They're connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hope Seek Academy. This organization isn't just one person, but a group of people. But if they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? If they're actually overdoing it, I guess that's why they're called Ultimates. Or the killings are involved and connected to them as well. It's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death. I got my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering right now, the freezing room. Oh, holy shit, dude, I think that... Oh my god. That was close, I nearly froze to death. Where should I go next? Please no creepy room. Dude, I think you're right. I think this class is Ultimate Despair. I should ignore it. Just pretend I didn't see him. Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasing me well. You're pleasing me well? You're pleasing me well, right? What are you doing here?
No,
There's another thing I need to tell you on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? I should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. A high school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. You're really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting for so long for. Surprise, it's about Ultimate Despair. Huh? Even though the term Ultimate Despair refers to a group these days. It was originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. High school girl.
Yes,
Named
indeed.
Junko Enoshima. Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As a former Ultimate Despair, she created Despair, brimming with charm and humor. Created the Ultimate Despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
don't fuck
Hold
with
on a
me.
sec. I don't know what the Ultimate Despairs are, but it's not easy to form an organization. There's no way people join some fucked up organization created by a high school girl. Humans who are obsessed with their philosophy have an uncanny power to attract others. It's a trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. With her charismatic ability to attract people, she can influence those in the highest echelons of power. Her connections were the main reasons that incident became a tragedy in the first place. So she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralize the threat. What was their purpose? What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? For Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? You're a stuffed plushie. Hajime is a human. That's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving. For her, everything is despair. What the hell? With their overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the Ultimate Despairs one by one. She controlled their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. That idea had been slammed right to their minds. So the Ultimate Despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. The despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god, like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair, all in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends, and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it's something they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible. Do you know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy hosting academy? Final days.
in other
Junko is
words,
the time to change people's values. This is also true of famous people throughout history. What do you mean final days? What happened in the reserve department?
Of
They
course!
fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. So the 2,357 students of the Reserve Department all committed mass suicide. Mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students. Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? What does that mean?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. It doesn't scare me at all. I mean,
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Hey Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is really dead.
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. The bloody classroom? No wait, what was that you said about the killing school life? Like the killings we were involved in, there were killings that happened at Hoseek Academy. As I recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
That's what it was. The killing school life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the killing school life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. Pointed that the mastermind behind the failed killing school life was Junko Enoshima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Enoshima is dead.
like...
It turns out that killing school life is part of that whole biggest, most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students at Hoseek Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students at Hoseek Academy, she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. The surveillance cameras are broadcasting the whole thing. The students at Hoseek Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. They're forcing people to watch the symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. They're trying to throw everyone who watched the broadcast of despair all at once. That's messed up. But that messed up plan was stopped. Junko Enoshima failed. Junko lost to the student she placed in her trap, and after being overcome by the despair she created, she took her own life. And Junko is no more. No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to feel someone who's dead. No matter if the story is true or not doesn't matter. Junko Enoshima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? If Junko Enoshima is already dead, are the rest of the Ultimate Despairs behind this? Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? That's the only thing I can think of. The killings we're involved in resemble that killing school life. I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
The students of Hoseek Academy stop the real deal. There's no way we'll lose to some fake. If this is really an imitation, are those surveillance cameras the same too? The cameras all over Jabba walking around. They're broadcasting it somewhere, just like the cameras in killing school life. Man, Hajime, you totally know about that story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? I really wanted you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you
Oh
gonna
well, let's
do?
raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's gonna happen if you do that?
Ooh,
The simple time, you get closer to clearing my character around. You're not making sense again.
well now.
I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. Raising flags like crazy.
What?
I'm surprised when I hear about the Ultimate Despairs again. No, I don't really need you to.
Hey,
There's no Ultimate Despairs is a serious group these days. I show you Sir Junko Enoshima, the original Ultimate Despair. He just started on his own. It's for Ultimate Despair to Despair bring each other. Oh my god.
Wah, wah.
Huh? Here's a different hallway again. So I said I was going to make something like this happen. I already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. So this would have to be surprised with something like this. Finally switching your nose like a beast and examining your surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my
You know,
gut
it's just my
feel.
gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. What do you mean, who?
So,
But no, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
But still, her gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but her gut must be correct again this time. I actually think I will stop here. I'll pick up maybe around like 11 tomorrow night.